Alright, hello, this is Space Cadet Rewind, and we're gonna continue with the life and times of Mike Powell in Independence War. I'm gonna try Asteroids Deluxe again and hope it actually works this time. So last time they told me I got all the asteroids, but it turned out I didn't.
I'm tracking more than one asteroid here. This isn't going to be that easy. The asteroid is splitting. That's bad news. We'll have to destroy the individual fragments.
Probably just use the manual, like the auto fire. Hello. Yeah, it is kind of an odd UI. Okay. Let's go there. I assume that's the next rock. Yeah, it sure is. Blow that up. Oh, right. I suppose that's where I'm supposed to be shooting. Hello.
That's it. Almost ready to clear. Suspicious that a bunch of rocks should all head for the same facility at the same time, don't you think?
Yeah, see, he says that before all the fragments are clear, so maybe like one of them got away.
Indie ships detected. I guess they want to check out their own handiwork.
Alright. Let's go check out the Indies. An irresistible force. Alright. Gotta get used to these controls again. Yeah, thanks for the rat. Hello everyone. There's like irresistible force and immovable object.
All hostiles destroyed. Let's go home.
Alright, was that it? Oh, what are my objectives? Destroy all asteroid fragments. And yet... apparently there's an asteroid fragment over here. Yeah, I think that scripted trigger is like You know, sometimes we get scripted triggers that don't fire when they should, and then other times we get scripted triggers that do fire when they shouldn't. I think. Inert. Yeah, do I believe him? No. No, there's no asteroid here. It's just a planet. Oh, okay. Just had to wait. It's fine, I guess. I don't know why we had to wait that long. I guess, you know, if this game is like clunkily scripted, then we have to assume that's the amount of time it would have taken for the last asteroid to hit, and so it has to wait for that before it can say, okay,
I
you were
guess the
successful.
people in the Navy facility were relieved we were there. As for me, I had the strangest feeling that we had been through this experience before.
Elite Dangerous is the buggiest space sim out there. I find that hard to believe, but we'll see. Test pilot. Do we get to try a new ship? Let's give it a shot.
This is a top secret mission. I'm afraid there's not much I can disclose at this point. Proceed to Waypoint 1 via Jupiter L4 and pick up a special cargo.
Oh, okay. Pick up a special cargo. Well, I actually really like those red streaks because they, you know, they sort of show you which direction you're moving. You know, I think maybe, you know, a more modern space sim would find, I don't know, a more attractive way to present it, but I really like that they're there. L5. We're going to L4, aren't we? Yeah. Well. Alright. Does L5 lead to L4? What happens if I autopilot? Okay, we're just gonna go there because it's not that far. Oh yeah, this stream is not the special. The special's tomorrow. Yeah, and it'll be Elite Dangerous tomorrow. Now here's the thing, I wish, because I was wondering this the last time, I think, is like, do they mean I need to go through the gate, or am I here? Am I at Jupiter L4? I think I'm at Jupiter L4, so... rendezvous with Brazen. Well, I don't see Brazen here. Because if that was Brazen, it would have meant... Yeah, LP Destination Jupiter L4. Okay, so... Yeah, I think... Unless Brazen just came through. No. Oh god. There's been an accident. Well, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with me. Oh no, it's fine. I just, you know...
This is the Brazen calling the Dreadnought. Please dock with hatch number 1. We have a VIP for you.
Alright. Brazen. Dock. You know, I didn't want to fall behind on this game, especially, you know, that would have been like 2 weeks without having played this, and that would be really bad for my retention of this game. That's quite a ship design.
Dreadnought, this is the Brave. Admiral Peter Brett will be joining you shortly.
So we're doing this again.
Gentlemen, Captain, today we will witness the first active service test of the new fighter vessel. I have here a new set of orders for you, which you will no doubt want to read en route. Your vessel will provide the capsule jump capability for this mission. Would you please undock and place the ship on station near the Brazen's main bay?
This is a top secret mission.
So, was he just lying when he said there was going to be like a new briefing? Preparing flash. Oh, let's save every one of us.
Docking complete. Clamps engaged. Dock is complete. Ready to go.
This is Admiral
Oh,
Brett.
okay. Now we
I
get the
have
briefing.
decided that the time has come to test the one-man fighter craft in a real combat mission. We are about to embark on the first active service test of the Commonwealth Fighter, Sea Fighter vessel. The single-seater fighters are designed to fulfill an advance attack role. To this end, the ships carry a high-velocity projectile cannon. Their small size gives them tremendous maneuvering freedom, with astonishing rates of acceleration and turn. However, the fighters are too small to have displacement shields, so they rely on their speed and maneuverability to protect themselves.
Yeah, of course we don't
The
fly
fighters
it.
are also too small to have a capsule drive, so they need interstellar
But you know,
transport
this
to
thing
the target
sounds
area.
kind of more fun than the ship we have, but
The fighters
you know,
will then be launched and will dock with
it's
your
not the
ship.
game we're playing. So they were really impressive in that one mission where we watched the demonstration, but like the indie fighters we've fought so far have not been particularly impressive.
You should then
I don't
carry
know
the
if
ships
their
to the
fighters
target
just
zone
suck or
in
what.
the Epsilon Indy system. Once at the target system, you should hold position and allow the fighters to engage their target. A heavily fortified Indy base bearing 4 cannon clusters. This is a base which has, up till now, resisted conventional attack. After the mission has been completed, you should then redock with the fighters and bring them home. This is their first active service mission, so we're counting on you to see that it goes smoothly.
I mean, it is kind of an interesting like role to play in a game like this. To be facilitating them rather than trolling them.
I've entered our destination into the nav system. We're ready for jump.
Where are we going? Epsilon Indy, which is where? LP destination L4. I guess I'm going here?
This is Dreadnought 2 fighters. We're coming up to the drop-off point. Report status.
Purple 1, this is Purple 1. All the lights are green for go.
Sir, Purple 2 is not responding. I'll send somebody through the hatch to check.
Uh-oh.
Sir, this is Crew Chief Lennon. I'm in the fighter now. Our flyboy seems to have lost consciousness. Probably when we jumped. I'll bring him in.
Uh-oh.
He's not gonna be flying today.
So, you have yourself a fighter and no fighter pilot.
Oh, are we gonna remote control it?
You gotta be thankful we have remote control.
Okay, yeah, so we do get to fly it. Alright, 2.2. Where's the actual, base? Station Indy? Okay. So, if I go remote, well, okay, he's going, so how do I, launch?
You know, if you take out the turrets, there's less chance they're gonna shoot you.
I don't know how to launch the fighter. Is there, like, documentation here? Huh. No, I don't know how to launch the fighter. Undock? Okay, yeah. That's weird. Alright. Alright, here we go. Oh, they're shooting at me. Uh-oh. Purple. Alright, so I'm using the, automatic, basically I'm using the Newtonian physics, like, mode. There's like a toggleable thing, just like in, you know, Wing Commander and, whatchamacallit. And, Tachyon. Just to be safe here. Doing like strafing runs. Alright, I think that's all the turrets. So now, oh. Something bad happened.
Kill them, they can kill you. You mustn't let them take your ship.
Are they shooting us? Is that what's happening here? Uh-oh. Yeah, they got, I didn't notice, I didn't realize they were shooting, us in our ship, our actual ship. Alright, I guess you gotta do that a lot faster. Which, you know, I can do. Let's try that again.
This is a top...
Alright, let's see how quickly we can get through this. So we're going through, we're going to Jupiter L4. So, yeah, the power of 3DFX glide physics. I mean, I guess it's rocking the, you know, the monitor that we're looking through to control it. We don't even know if it's a CRT. It could be anything. We just see the screen. All right.
This is the Brazen calling the Dreadnought. Please dock with hatch number 1. We have a VIP for you.
Alright. So this is the unfortunate part of all the missions in this game, is it's got a lot of this stuff. And then you get to the part where you might fail. Like 5 to 10 minutes in. Oh, that's the wrong autopilot. Whoops. Let's dock with this very familiar looking ship.
Dreadnought, this is the Brazen.
Okay.
Admiral Peter Brett will be joining you shortly.
Gentlemen, Captain.
So do I have to wait for this whole
Today we will
spiel?
witness the first active service test of the new fighter
Yes,
vessel.
we do. That is very
I have
unfortunate.
here a new set of orders for you, which you will no doubt want to read en route. Your vessel will provide the capsule jump capability for this mission. Would you please undock and place the ship on station near the Brazen's main bay?
That port on the right, that's where, you know, you got the service technician plugs in their gizmo to access the service mode.
Docking complete.
You get all the cool options.
Clamps engaged. Docking complete. Ready to go.
This is Admiral...
Alright, and then...
I've entered our destination into the nav system. We're ready for jump.
Go through Jupiter L4, even though, like, didn't we just come through there? Whoops.
This is Dreadnought 2 fighters. We're coming up to the drop-off point. Report status.
Purple 1, this is Purple 1. All the lights are green for go.
Sir, Purple 2 is not responding. I'll send somebody through the hatch to check.
Sir, this is Crew Chief Lennon. I'm in the fighter now. Our flyboy seems to have lost consciousness. Probably when we jumped. I'll bring him in. He's not going to be flying today.
So you have yourself a fighter and no fighter pilot.
Alright, so that's the one with no crew.
Moments like this, you gotta be thankful we have remote control.
Alright, and then... was going a little too fast there. Uh-oh. Well, I tried. I got... So, hopefully they're okay with me doing this. Body count, yeah, so there's like defending ships, of course. Come on. Whoops. Kill ratio. Just hope they're okay with their fighter ships being kind of lame. I don't know. I mean, the actual fighter pilot seems to be keeping his alive, at least. I mean, I think the wireframe mode, the whole point of that is so you can see through the ship, you know, so your view won't be obstructed. You can see, sort of get a sense of what your ship is doing relative to the enemy. Alright. Very far away from the station at this point. I feel like our ship would be just as good at this as the fighters. So, you know. I'm like way too far to be shooting. Kinda need to just get close before going to the weapons console. I thought people really liked iWar 2. Okay, I guess the problem is I shouldn't be going like too fast. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the fighters are bringing to this that we couldn't have done with our own ship. As long as the one with the, you know, the actual pilot goes back home, that's... Hopefully they'll be happy with that. We haven't gotten mission failed yet, so, you know, probably fine. Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense for the damage meter to count up, because it's like, it's the damage percentage, the amount of damage that the target has taken. Railgun 2. Well, now there should be defenseless. I don't know that they're actually like taking any damage though. What is that guy doing? Is he like done? What's our objective right now? Destroy enemy station, recover fighters. Not actually taking damage. Is there like a weak point I need to hit? Okay, well, it's taking damage from the Seekers. Huh. Well, they do seem to have, they have lasers, I guess. I don't know where the actual guns are, but now they're shooting at us, which is unfortunate. It's gonna take a while. What is that guy doing? He's just kind of like 100 kilometers away for no apparent reason. Ultima. Well, so the thing I never, like, even after watching Magellar's video, the thing I never could understand is, like, whether or not you actually have control. Like, what are you actually doing in, like, the spaceship part of Ultima? Like, do you have free control? Is there, like, a map you're going through? Or is it just, like, a rail shooter? Like, I couldn't tell from the footage, nor from Magellar's description, or from other things. I actually did try to look into this. And that was, you know, yet another game where you shoot TIE fighters. They're repairing faster than I can damage them. Much faster, actually. And unfortunately, our fighter friend is not helping. We might need to restart this, because I don't know what the hell that guy's doing. Maybe he took damage? What's your status? I guess he doesn't count as a wingman. He's not under my command. Yeah, this is going nowhere. So, let's try again. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about going to space at Ultima is I think it's pretty deep in. You can't just, like, start the game and go to space. It's kind of like a whole dealio to get there.
This is a top
Yeah, is it like
secret
you
mission.
type in coordinates
I'm afraid
and then
there's
you
not
just
much
sort
I
of
can
like
disclose.
to play a rail shooter while you get there? Use your ship to kill the turrets and the drone to kill the station. Ah. Suppose that could work. Yeah, it does have like a better gun.
This is the Brazen calling the Dreadnought. Please dock with hatch number 1. We have a VIP for you.
Oh, you can maneuver freely in the spaceship, but there's no reason to. I mean, downloading a save file for Ultima, that's not risky. But, I guess it's... yeah. I think I sort of have an idea of how it works. Is, you know, you type it, you punch in a XYZ coordinate, which I don't know where you get those, but you get those from somewhere. And then you just sort of do a rail shooter on the way there, sort of.
Brett will be joining you shortly.
Gentlemen, Captain. Today we will witness the first active service test of the new fighter vessel. I have here a new set of orders for you, which you will no doubt want to read en route. Your vessel will provide the capsule jump capability for this mission. Would you please undock and place the ship on station near the Brazen's main bay?
I wonder if they'll yell at me for not using the ship, not using the fighter.
Dock is complete. Ready to go.
This?
I've entered our destination into the nav system. We're ready for jump.
Okay, I've been sort of, you know, watching the Ultima 8 video in bits and pieces, and the game seems bad.
This is Dreadnought 2.
I always wondered about that one, because, you know, that's the one I've never really heard anything about. I know plenty about Ultima 9 because of, Let's Plays and stuff.
2 is not responding. I'll send somebody through the hatch to check.
Because that game is bad in a more funny way.
I'm in the fighter now. Our flyboy seems to have lost consciousness. Probably when we jumped. I'll bring him in. He's not going to be flying today.
So, you have yourself a fighter and no fighter pilot. It's moments like this you gotta be thankful we have remote control.
Alright, yeah, so I'm just gonna kill the guns the old-fashioned way. Yeah, but I do see, you know, the fighter does have a much better gun, so it does have that going for it. Could probably use my own ship to fight the escorts as well. I don't know when they're going to be showing up. I wonder if they could hit the oh yeah. Alright, there they are. I wonder if they could hit the fighter while it's docked to me. Yeah, there is another one after Pagan, and it's like, it's kind of interesting, almost, but also terrible. But like, it's, I don't know, it's ambitious at least. Like, you can see what they were going for. I think Ultima 9 could have been a great game. If it, had some more time in the oven, which of course it was never going to get because EA. Ratio.
You know
Uh-oh.
the code. You can kill them, they can kill you, but you mustn't let them take your ships.
Okay, yeah, if I autopilot to UCLDS, otherwise it'll take forever. I see, so the tug is like tugging them away. Something tells me we're not going to get a good ending for this, because apparently there's multiple endings depending on how you do. I wonder if this is going to destroy the fighter. No, actually. I guess, he's okay. He'll be alright. Alright, so... So can I tell him to attack my target? No. Out of the worst Ultima games compared to Shroud of the Avatar. I mean, the worst Ultima games are at least not some kind of weird scam, so... I mean, even Pagan is kind of, it's like, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know, some horror, well, I don't know, to hear Madular tell it, the platforming is really bad, but I don't know. Their hearts were in the right place, I think. Alright, so we gotta be within 8. And then just start blasting. Oh. I forgot the remote. Oh, I think this thing took some damage. It's like doesn't control the best. Alright. Yeah, so it did take some damage, I think. Or, well, I don't know. It doesn't seem to control well right now. Anyway, let's use this amazing gun to blow up the station. Why don't we just put this gun on our ship? I feel like we could have the best of both worlds. Like, the maneuverability is just not that good. Alright, we're gonna dock. Now we can grab the other one, so as far as the mission is concerned, this is like you know, a win-win. Everything went perfectly. Yeah, Ultima 9, like the intro of Ultima 9, where you're in the Avatar's house, which, like, also it's kind of breaking the whole thing where the Avatar is supposed to be you going through the computer or whatever. I guess not through the computer, but, like, you know, transported to Britannia. But then in Ultima 9, you play as the Avatar, who is like a buff blonde dude who lives in like a weird like nature reserve in Texas. What is going on with the autopilot? It seems to be having some trouble. It's like getting farther and farther away from the was damage 1. Can I dock with it? That might make it easier. Space RPG games, I mean... Yeah, what, like Starfield and No Man's Sky? I mean, yeah, I don't know, it's weird, like games where, like, you do fly a spaceship, but that's not all there is to it. Okay. There's definitely some awkwardness here, but we got it. Now we gotta go to the other one. I don't know if he's, like, dead in space or what, but we should be able to recover him. So let's go. Space Rogue, yeah. I mean, Space Rogue, I think, is, like, mainly flying the spaceship. It's just, like, you know, going on the stations is, like, a side activity. Starfield was, not great, in my opinion. It's kind of a Bethesda game minus the things that most people like. It's like, you know, a modern Bethesda game, so, you know, minus the things that people come to modern Bethesda games for, which is like, you know, I don't really like, I don't know, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, like, I don't really like those games, but, like, I understand that, you know, the people who do get something out of just sort of, like, wandering around and finding wacky stuff, and you don't really get that from Starfield because, the planets are all procedurally generated. And then it has the part where you fly a spaceship, but that part, sucks. It's just not interesting. It just feels super perfunctory. I mean, I recovered the fighters. They're both here. Return to base. I mean, maybe it's like doesn't count that as completed until we return to base. So let's just go. I did like Morrowind a lot. That's the thing. Morrowind has, like, the thing I like about Morrowind is, like, you know, exploration, like navigation, finding your, you know, quest destination or whatever is actually challenging. Like, they sort of, and people act like, oh, you know, they just didn't know what they were doing. They didn't have a solution until then. But no, they, like, very deliberately, you know, filled the world and the towns and stuff with landmarks and stuff, and then, you know, wrote out quest directions for you to, you know, people would, like, give you directions to whatever it is you need to get to in your journal. Okay. And it's sort of, it's actually genuinely challenging and interesting to... Okay, we did it. We did it all. Total score. Percentage complete 100%. As far as the game is concerned, that went perfectly.
Piloting the fighters, even over the remote link, was a pretty intense experience. And just for a moment, I toyed with the idea of giving up the command of the Dreadnought to become a fighter pilot.
Huh. I mean, to be honest, after having controlled the fighter pilot, just stick that gun on our ship, and we'll be fine. With extreme prejudice. And yeah, and they just totally got rid of that in Oblivion in favor of the quest markers, and I think that's a huge shame because it's kind of like that was the navigation, the challenge of exploration and navigation. That was like the interesting like actual like gameplay in those. Well, I'd say those games, but really it's just Morrowind. Because if you go back to Daggerfall or Arena, those games are all procedurally generated. There's no landmarks or anything. And so you're just sort of...
This is one of those days I'd rather have stayed in bed. The Office of the President has contacted me to ask for a security escort on an unscheduled tour, which I take can only mean that the President wants to go on a cruise around the solar system. On these presidential flights, security is of paramount importance. Support vessels form a shield around the President's ship. Your vessel will form part of that shield. The agenda for the tour will apparently take in the Commonwealth military headquarters at the Jovian Lagrange point.
This is so wildly irresponsible.
And then after that, his ship will visit
Also,
the
if you'll
Mars
remember, the
terraforming
president is
project.
basically Darth Vader.
He wants to take a look at the environmental adjustment drone from his ship. With all the secrecy surrounding this flight, I would be surprised if we have any trouble, but the President is a very big target, so keep your eyes peeled.
Okay, rendezvous with escort fleet.
Approaching escort fleet now.
But yeah, if you play, you know, Daggerfall or Arena, you basically just sort of like go to the equivalent, those like the equivalent of waypoint markers in those games. They don't actually have waypoint markers, but like it's navigation is basically automated in those games because, you know, there's no like, you know, actual designed world to navigate. So if you think about it, Morrowind is the odd one out, and Oblivion was kind of a return to form. But I think what they had, well, you know,
We're now in the range of the President's flagship.
they're probably going to do a lot of talking.
This is the presidential vessel Excalibur. All ships. This should be a simple operation, a run around the block, but it needs to go smoothly. We're touring the naval military headquarters and following on with a visit to Mars space. We don't expect any trouble, but if there are any problems or vessels showing a hostile intent, I want an immediate response. If needs be, designated vessels should shield the President's ship by placing themselves in the line of fire. We need
Oh,
a
God.
concerted and massive response to any hostile vessel.
We really got to like take a bullet for them. I don't know if I'm good enough at controlling this ship to do something like that.
This is good enough aboard the Attrition. The President is taking a shuttle to the base. All ships should hold position.
This is Captain Walter aboard the Excalibur. President King will now take the command shuttle to the station for a brief inspection.
Res 1. But yeah, well, I guess, so the thing is, you know, people would often make the argument that, like, well, if you don't like the quest markers, just, turn them off, or, you know, download a mod to turn them off or whatever. But that doesn't work, because when they design these games to work with quest markers, you know, and that goes like quadruple for something like Starfield, where like it just literally, it's just impossible, just due to the way, you know, it's, or, you know, Daggerfall and Arena, where due to the procedural generation, due to the way everything's procedurally generated, like it wouldn't even be possible to give manual directions. But you know, you can't go backwards from that. You can't, you know, design a game to work with quest markers first and then turn them off. It just doesn't work, you know. There's no world that was designed to be navigated without them. So what you would have to do is design the game to be played without them and then add them in as an option. Like, you gotta go that way, not the other way around. Yeah. And like, even like, you know, taking those games and like trying to like backport directions onto them, I don't think works that well, because like it kind of, you know, the world is of Morrowind is also designed to like be navigated. You know, it goes both ways. There's both the directions and the design of the world itself. They both play into it. And yeah, I think, you know, with Oblivion, part of it is probably that, you know, they have their whole Radiant AI system where the NPCs could be anywhere, and then not only do they have that, but they have voice acting for everything now. So
the President has seen enough. We will now move to our Mars destination.
if they had that, then they kind of had to abandon manual directions. Like, if they were going to have those, they had to pick one, and they just, they fully committed to the automation. Alright, when are we gonna... when is somebody gonna attack?
All ships, we are moving out.
Alright, I'll just pick someone and follow them. Yeah, I did play, you know, I played Immortals, Phoenix Rising, actually, and, you know, the RPG Assassin's Creeds a while back. Well, seems like important things are happening, so let's let that happen. Yeah, it's all kind of the same kind of general idea. I don't think it works particularly well because they just sort of, they give you like 3 things to look out for. But, I mean, in that case, the problem is that, like, I don't know, it's just kind of too easy. Like, you're just looking at things on the map, and, like, if you just, like, there's still the question marks on the map, and if you just go to all the question marks, you'll find everything. And at that point, it's just trivially easy. Okay, so we got Tug. I see their plan. They're gonna like try and oh, but they're invincible.
Okay, people, you heard the man. He's alive and well. Now intercept that indie terrorist.
It did the thing where he's like, they become invincible at oh god. I think we crashed into something.
Excalibur, we're getting the president out of here. We'll fall back to the jump point. You cover us.
I might find that a little hard. The ship is very damaged. Furry. We must defend the president from the furries. Holy shit. There's a lot of them. Repair screen, yeah. I mean, somebody said, oh, you know, you can, like, change the order of things that are repaired in. And it's like, I don't know what order things should be repaired in. I just kind of assume that the game knows best. Smug of the Just. Where do they get these names? Trauma. It's trauma. I mean, the repair teams are like really fast. They get things done really quickly. Alright, so yeah, there's a lot of them, but they're all tugs, so you can take them out fairly quickly. And I like give orders to tell everyone to attack this guy. I think my, yeah, had the thing where I still have it. My, weapons guy is drunk. He's just consistently shooting off. Furry. Weeping statue. Oh no, it's the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, here to be the basis for a section in yet another horror game. I think he's actually on target now. Yeah. It's a rather unfortunate bug, or whatever that is, where sometimes your weapons officer just has a stroke, starts missing consistently. But yeah, in Assassin's Creed and Immortals. Okay, so how are we doing? What are our objectives? Cover President's escape. Well, I don't know where the president is, but I guess we just gotta wait. What's the distance? Well, I'm just gonna follow Excalibur. I assume they know what they're doing. Where's the bomb? But yeah, there's just like question marks on the map. Even if you set... Okay, I guess we did it.
The president made it back to the jump point alive.
Okay,
After that, he became very interested in security. And saving his life was certainly good for my career.
Okay, we did all right. A new frontier. Huh. So yeah, I wonder what it means, you know, when a mission is yellow. Like, cause there's another, if we go way back, there's another mission that was yellow. I think. Maybe not. Maybe that's just because it was the last one we did. But yeah, I think with the RPG ones, you know, Origins and Odyssey, you know, Assassin's Creed, they sort of like, I don't know, they saw people complaining about, you know, all navigation being by waypoint, so they tried to sort of add like sort of a manual navigation thing, you know, in an optional mode, but I don't know, I feel like they didn't really commit to it. It's I don't know, it's a lot too simple. They just sort of say, they give you like 3 sort of descriptions of like, I don't know, it's on top of a mountain and next to the ocean or something, and you basically just have to find the question mark that fits that description, and it's not really the same thing as you get in Morrowind, where you're like actually navigating from the ground.
Opened up and has not yet been thoroughly surveyed. The Navy is assisting the Science Division in performing the geological survey.
It's not like a disaster or anything. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't.
Your ship's role in this mission will
cut
be
it.
to support the geological survey team. The Dreadnought's starboard accommodation module will be replaced by the survey's set-down shuttle. In addition, the magazines on your ship will be fitted with sensor and remote probe equipment. You'll be pleased to know you get to keep your cannons.
Okay.
For the duration of the mission, I will be placing your ship under the command of Captain Helen Fenton of the Geological Survey. She'll probably stay off the bridge most of the time, but nonetheless, it is her orders you will be following.
Special ordnance fitted, recon probe, ×4, set down module. Right, science, Star Trek. I mean, the name of this mission is an obvious reference to Star Trek. So,
I'm Captain
let's
Fenton,
do some Star Trek
and
stuff.
because this is a scientific mission, I'll be in charge. I hereby announce my authority over this vessel. The crew should note that command access authority has been changed.
Okay, calm
I suspect that you and your
down.
crew are not entirely happy about this, and so I'll not be spending my time on the bridge. I have more than enough to do in the set-down unit. Please just follow our requests, and we'll be out of your hair in no time. Now, please get us underway. We're heading for the Z-Booty system. It's a long run,
Z-Booty.
but we have a great number of experiments to prepare. We need to pick up some supplies from the outpost in the adjacent system.
They are taking away my command for a scientific mission. Can they do that?
I mean, they just did. I don't know why they need to take away command. Like,
I'm with you on this one. Taking away a man's ship, it just ain't right. As long as things are going according to plan, this is a scientific mission. However, if anything's out of the ordinary and it becomes a military mission, you're back in charge.
I'm setting course for the outpost at FK2978. We're picking up some more equipment from the outpost there.
Okay.
so jump to the Galado system. I mean, I guess LP destination L4. that telling me? I think that's telling me where. Wait, where are we going? We want to go to like the Gelato system. LP destination L4. Yeah, we're just going into the thing that's right in front of us.
Sir, I think I should point out that our ship has been significantly modified for this mission. The port and starboard magazines now accommodate the scientific probes and other instrumentation, and we have a worryingly minimal missile complement.
Whoops. I accidentally activated LDS. Alright, so we're docking with the station, right? Yeah. F8. But yeah, I'm not a fan of where Elder Scrolls and just, you know, Bethesda games have gone. But obviously people like me are in the minority. But we're not in the minority with Starfield, I think. That game is pretty popularly hated because it doesn't give anyone what they want.
I'm most pleased to see you. The pilots we requested should have arrived over 3 days ago.
I'm sorry? This is the Navy vessel Dreadnought acting in support of the Geological Survey. We're here to pick up some equipment.
What, he's like thinking about it?
Oh, I apologize. I assumed you were someone else. I will make preparations for your equipment.
Were you expecting some pilots?
Yes, we were hoping to step up our security, and we were supplied 2 fighters. But we have no one here who can fly them.
Well, we're gonna have to remote
sorry.
control.
I'm afraid I can't help you. Why did you want to step up security?
We are currently detaining one Ian Menzies, an individual who might be responsible for some independence-related attacks in the area.
Ah, I see. Thank you.
This is Fenton. We have the equipment on board. We should proceed to the Z-booty system.
All right. So then let's get to Z booties. LP destination L4. I guess you can get to multiple places from the Lagrange points. It's not like Privateer, where, or you know, Wing Commander, where each one leads to a specific place. That's gotta be how it works.
This is Captain Fenton to the crew. Okay, everyone. This is it. Star teams, get the sensors online. I'm still looking at empty screens here. Bridge team, I want a good look at that planet. Take us in close to the pole. I want a good look at the magnetic field of my planets. You'll find I've already logged suitable waypoints within your computer.
Okay, we're going.
This is your captain speaking. The last survey picked up some radical monopoles near a planetoid. I want to take a closer look. Bridge crew, get us this location. It's a planetoid about 10 k's long. I've entered the location of the planetoid into the nav system.
Okay. we're just kind of like going from waypoint to waypoint here, so hopefully when this goes bad, we'll be successful, because this would be a really bad mission to have to play again. It's fine now, but just having to do all of this stuff over is like a consistent problem with this game. If you fail. You planetoid.
Bridge crew, bring us to station keeping with a rock. This is Fenton. We're going to take the set-down shuttle onto the planetoid. I want us ready for separation as soon as possible.
Okay, there was like a waypoint.
This is Fenton.
No.
Okay, we're ready with the set-down unit. Will you authorize the separation, please?
Will do.
Okay. So what, I just undock? Or oh, it just happens. Okay. There it goes.
Fenton to Dreadnought. We're expecting the EVA to last about 2 hours, but we'll need the Dreadnought to stand by for that time. Fenton out.
That Star Wars mod, I don't know. It's got a lot of like weird hype, but it kind of seems like it's just kind of a reskin of
Sir, picking
Starfield.
up 2 thermal traces. Ships coming in on LDS.
Alright, here we go. Here's the Indies. Because of course.
I'd say this has just become a military mission.
Weapon systems are offline and are staying that way. I bet the mods the science crew made are to blame.
Well, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Tried to fire the, whoops. Keep doing that. Firing the probes. Probably doesn't matter. So probably what we want to do is go back to the... Well, no, I don't know what to do because we jumped out of that system. I guess we just need to survive for a while. Didn't they put a soundtrack in the game? I think it's like Half-Life. Well, I guess it wouldn't be like Half-Life because Half-Life wasn't out yet. But maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I think there's music at like, you know, pivotal points in the missions. Yeah, I mean the blandness of the... Okay, like, what is my objective right now? I've done it all. Maybe we just need to, like, dock with them and then get the fuck out. You know, GTFO. The dock key... not working. I feel like they are not long for this world if they can't dock with us. Can I remote them? No. Did a scripted trigger break? Alright, I'm just gonna ditch them since I apparently can't dock with them. I feel like maybe there was a scripted trigger that was supposed to fire that didn't. Of them dying or docking with us or something. Oh, our guns are back. Oh, I see. Only our rear guns work. Okay. Or not. That was weird. Weapon fire empty. It was working for like a second there. Why does every mission in this game break? Well, I don't. It might be because we're on a modern computer. Although, I mean, we do have the frame rate limited to 30, but maybe even like 30 is still too fast. I don't know. Well, we're gonna die here, so we'll just, you know, we'll have the sweet release of death.
Sir, we've lost weapons control. We're in trouble.
One of the ships is going after the set-down unit.
This is Captain Fenton. What in hell's name is happening? There's a large ship approaching just about...
We've lost contact with them, sir.
This is the independent
Okay.
vessel to hell with the consequences 5. At the outpost station FK2978, they're holding a friend of ours, Captain Ian Menzies. Simply go there, return him to us, and we will release your science crew. If you do not, then it would be bad. You have exactly 15 minutes to comply with this request and return him to us. Your ship is in no state to fight. Do not attempt to engage us. Do not attempt to contact the Commonwealth military forces. There are none in the area. Do not use FTL communications to summon help. We will know.
Huh.
You have 1 minute to consider these terms, then I require a response.
There were
Okay.
a number of times I've been seriously outgunned, and yet I came out of it victorious. But in this case, I would really be concerned about the outcome. You are seriously outgunned. The hostages are only a bargaining chip here. I don't think they're in any great risk. To tell you the truth, I think that you are more likely to kill Fenton than those Indies.
The Indy ships are really slow and old, but they do have missiles and cannon, which is more than we've got. I really think we should withdraw.
Okay.
Dreadnought, your time is up. Do you accept our terms, yes or no?
I guess yes.
Very well. We accept your terms. We will return with your colleague.
Alright, so we have 15 minutes. Where are we going? We gotta go to Galados, I think. Which is at L4. So, go to L4. Yeah, this is... I don't know if we would just had to get damaged by them or what. Because that sure was a lot of waiting around. Okay, so, but yeah, the missions were just as jank in the 90s. Alright. It was weird that I was able to shoot a couple times. Okay, I think we're coming at this from the wrong direction. But yeah, we do have the fighters. So we can use those. Alright, where's the station? Can I just remote to that? Yes. No need to negotiate. I think that's us. I don't know if pressing escape would cancel this process. It probably would. So let's do them one at a time. They did say we had 15 minutes. So we'll just do that. And yeah, no need to actually give in to their demands. I mean, it is cool that these missions can be done in multiple ways. Like, that's pretty neat. How there's like room for creativity there. But there's lots of problems with the way that they're scripted. Is this one of the branching points? I don't know. Maybe someone does. Although, is it like, you know, specific story branching points? Or is it, you know, just, you know, just generally how you're doing? Alright, I'll come out of autopilot when, yeah. Alright, these guys. You know what? That's probably too far away for remoting. Because they'll probably be like, oh, you're out of range. Huh. But yeah, I figure maybe, you know, it's based on how well you do, so like what your mission completion percentage is. That's my guess. that the fighter? I think it is. Hopefully we're not taking too long here. Alright, we'll dock with this thing and we'll get within, I don't know, 50 km? 100? I guess 100 is probably close enough. Alright, that's probably close enough. So... really hope this isn't too far away. Shit. Oh god. Alright, well, let's use the next one.
We're coming in.
Uh-oh. Who is this? Is this a bad guy? Yes. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Hey, we did it. Alright. 100% completion.
Fenton seemed pretty unfazed by her ordeal. Within a year, she and her team had opened up the Zai Buddhist system to colonists.
Alright. She just does not give a fuck. I don't know why she was like, yeah, it's fine when we killed one of them. Like, surely she should wait until they're all dead before she does that. Alright, weapon advanced. Yeah, I guess the yellow one is just the last one we did. So yeah, we're getting through this.
We have been concerned for some time over the level of fire accuracy for Commonwealth vessels.
Yeah, me too.
We have therefore decided that all combat crews are required to take a refresher course in basic PBC use. Report to the range station near the Jupiter L4 point, where you will be given your instructions for the exercise.
Double front PVC. Okay. The dock interface. Well, a new gun. Pass through ring at end of run. Alright. Seems easy enough. double. New displacer technology has made it possible to offer 2 forward-firing cannon to your ship. This is an experimental modification to see if the technology is of benefit. Well, that sounds pretty good.
Okay. Undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start. You should fly on to the second waypoint marked Exercise End. Making your life harder are a number of Hunter-Seeker mines. You'll be marked down for any hits on your hull. You must destroy all mines and pass through the ring to complete the exercise.
Alright.
If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk, they might have an idea what we're up against.
Hey, they're giving us a new gun. You should be appreciative.
Exercise started.
What? That's kind of messed up. The way it started the exercise before I even got to the thing.
All mines destroyed.
Alright, I don't know how I did there, because it kind of the mines started coming after me before I even got to the start. But whatever.
Exercise complete. Return to the range station and dock.
Are we gonna get some indies attacking us? I mean, it's not at all uncommon to get some new mechanic or something and be tutorialized on it nowadays in a game. It's kind of surprising to see it in a game from 1997, I guess. But even like, I don't know, Half-Life is a game from 1998.
Return to Salt Lake Base. Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic.
Okay. Wait for...
Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be... Yep. It's indies. Let's take them out.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's no fuel transport. That is a fighter carrier.
Scorpion F7. Alright, well, perfect excuse to use our new guns. But yeah, when you get the long jump module in Half-Life, they tutorialize it. Even though it's even like, I think they tutorialize it in the tutorial that you're supposed to do before you play the game. I guess, you know, because you've gone through the entire game up to that point of like, I don't know, 10 hours or so. Without using it. But, you know, it was not unheard of at the time, and yeah, they tutorialized the slam system in TIE Fighter. Mission failed. What the hell? Protect range station? I mean, I was going as fast as I could. What the heck? Game. Let's try that again, I guess. I must have just been getting unlucky with my shots. Alright, come on.
Okay. Undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start. You should fly on to the second waypoint marked Exercise End. Your life harder are a number of Hunter-Seeker mines. You'll be marked down for any hits on your hull. You must destroy all mines and pass through the ring to complete the exercise.
Back to school. What a waste of time. If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk, they might have an idea what we're up against.
Exercise starting.
Well, this is like a firepower upgrade, but like it's not that great. What the heck? I'm getting like the frame rate bug, which is weird because I am at 30 FPS. I can see the frame rate counter. It doesn't get picked up by OBS, but it is there saying 30.
Exercise complete. Return to the range station and dock.
Long range torpedoes. 6,000 meters effective. I wish it would say that somewhere. Like if you look at the weapons guide, Seeker missile, yeah, it doesn't say the range. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know how good the Seeker missiles are against fighters, but I guess we'll give it a try. Yeah, I mean, you would think they would want us to use the new gun we just got on them, but whatever. I guess I could just go down the list of fighters and just launch one Seeker missile at each of them.
Okay, Dreadnought. You can return to Salt Lake Base. Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic. Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
BBC is 6,000. From what the game has said, it's 8. A distance of 8, which I guess is probably 8,000 meters.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's no fuel transporter. That is a fighter carrier.
See, it says like 8. Okay, we are just like dead in the water here. Just immediately got screwed. Yeah, just everything is busted. This might take a few tries. It just, I guess I wasn't going fast enough to begin with. I don't know, or I just got unlucky there. So, third try is the charm.
Okay, undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start. You should fly on to the second waypoint marked Exercise End. Making your life harder are a number of Hunter-Seeker mines. You'll be marked down for any hits on your hull. You must destroy all mines and pass through the ring to complete the exercise.
Back to school. What a waste of time. If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk, they might have an idea what we're up against.
Exercise starting.
Yeah, so when it's like within 8 and that number on the left there, that's what it's been telling me that it could be able to do damage at that point. Whoops. Well, it could take a little damage. It's fine.
Exercise complete. Return to the range station and dock.
The expansion adds admission checkpoints, which, yeah, that would be very welcome. Too bad they didn't port them back to the original campaign. Yeah, damn, there's like so many of those fighters, and they don't die that quickly. It's kind of nuts.
Okay, Dreadnought. You can return to Salt Lake Base. Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic. Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's no fuel transporter. That is a fighter carrier.
Come on. How the fuck? What is with this thing? Why is it not taking damage? Got shields? Like, what's going on? No, it doesn't have shields. It's the bug. Or maybe it's... Maybe I'm shooting too often. It's like triggering... it's basically the same thing that happens with the bug. Oh, mission failed. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing that happens with the, you know, the bug where you don't do any damage. With your PBCs. Because, you're like, I don't know, it thinks you're overheating. Even though, I don't know, you'd think that, those meters on the bottom would be the weapons overheating. So you'd think the fact that I could shoot them again would be indicative of the fact that they're not overheating, but whatever. I just need to shoot less often, I guess. It's like sort of triggering more because I have the two guns.
Are a number of hunter-seeker mines. You'll be marked down for any hits on your hull. You
I don't know if that's
destroy
supposed to
all
happen or
mines
not.
and pass through the ring to complete the exercise.
One hack the training
Back
course.
to school. What a waste of time. If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk, they might have an idea what we're up against.
So yeah, I need to just shoot less often. Alright.
Exercise started.
You see, like, the autopilot course... that, it sort of just takes us, through the path of the mines. Okay, so we just need to shoot less often, and then we'll actually do damage.
All mines destroyed. Exercise complete. Return to the range station and dock.
Alright. So hopefully, with that knowledge, we should be able to kill these fighters fast enough to actually protect the station. Because I think they expect you to just sort of be popping them like popcorn. That's the only way this would make sense.
Okay, Dreadnought. You can return to Salt Lake Base. Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic. Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's no fuel transport. That is a fighter carrier.
Hmm. Come on, you gotta do more damage than that. Holy shit. Huh. Well, I'm screwed again. It just... So what I could do is, I'm gonna quit out of this once I fail this, because I noticed that the software version of this game is sort of... I don't know what frame rate it's running at, but, it kind of just lets you shoot forever. I don't know if that's the intended... I don't think that's how the game is intended to work, but, that is how it works in software. So, missiles on F9. I mean, maybe missiles would help. I mean, okay, I'll try with missiles. I'll just try shooting missiles at everything. But yeah, it's bugged. And if that doesn't work, then I will use the software mode. We'll give it one more shot like this.
Okay. Undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start. You should fly on to the second waypoint marked Exercise End. Making your life harder are a number of hunter-seeker mines. You'll be marked
Pay
down
attention
for
to
hits on your
orientation
hull.
fighting multiple enemies. What the hell are you talking about? There's like 1,000 of them all around me. There's no fucking like orientation that would help against that.
If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk, they might have an idea what we're up against.
Exercise started.
Yeah, but I suspect even at, 30 FPS, this is not the intended,
All mines destroyed.
overheat. You just crash if you fly directly into a planet. Probably just says, oh, you hit the atmosphere and died.
Exercise complete. Return to the range station and dock.
Like, paying attention to your orientation defensively doesn't really make sense when you are completely surrounded, like, on all directions.
Return to Salt Lake Base. Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic.
Alright, but yeah, we'll switch to Seekers. And...
Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's no fuel transporter. That is a fighter carrier.
They kind of like outrun the missiles, I think. Well, I don't know. Kind of hard to tell what's going on, honestly. Yeah, I feel like these shots should be doing more damage. Like, it doesn't make any sense that they're doing as little damage as they are. Which I think is not intentional. I should be able to kill these fighters way faster. Alright, so that's... Alright, out of missiles. Yeah, they got him. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that we're doing so little damage. Like, I feel like this is just not working right for some reason. So, let's try software mode. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, it's the overheat. But, like, the overheat's not working the way it should. So, let's give software mode a chance. Alright, now is OBS going to pick it up? No, how annoying. Alright, bear with me for a second here. Should be able to fix this. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what frame rate this is running at because,
We have been concerned for some...
it's,
Okay. Undock from the range station and proceed to the
you know,
Ganymede waypoint
overlays don't
marked
work on it,
exercise
basically.
start. You should fly on to the second waypoint marked exercise end. Making your life harder are a number of hunter-seeker mines. You'll be marked down for any hits on your hull. You must destroy all mines.
Oh yeah, this, okay, I can tell this is running it way higher than 30 because it looks way more smooth.
Back to school. What a waste of time.
Tiny
They were
screen
out here
mode is
fighting
back.
instead
Oh
of
yeah.
sitting behind a
Huh.
desk. They might have an idea what we're up to.
See if I can do anything about that. Not really. Okay, well we're gonna, this is just, you know, for this mission, since it seems to be busted for whatever reason, or just not really working the way it should. So we'll do this and then we'll go back to
Exercise started.
but yeah, look at that. Look at that.
All mines destroyed.
It seems significantly easier this way. A space sim for ants. Yeah, we'll deal for one mission. Wow, this gate looks completely different.
Exercise complete. Return to the range
A
station.
lot of things
and
that
dock.
look like weirdly different. Oh yeah, it's also like sort of jumping around when I try to target, you know, try to scroll through the targets because it's like running super fast. Cement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I just like hold down the fire button, it'll just lay waste to all the fighters. Which, I don't know, kind of feels like cheating, but, you know, what are you gonna do? I guess I shouldn't say that until it actually happens.
Okay,
See how it
Dreadnought.
works.
You can return to Salt Lake Base. Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic.
It does look really nice the way it's, like, super smooth.
Hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's you.
I'm still taking damage here. But yeah, I am actually able to damage them the way I should be able to. This works a lot better. I mean, at the very least, I'm pretty sure this is like closer to how it should be. This could be a problem that I don't know. I might need to figure out how to sort of deal with this, because I think the source of the issue is the dual guns. So I need to like figure out how to account for that. Maybe the frame rate needs to be further lowered. Go to like 25 or something. I'll investigate that before the next stream, I guess. We'll blow up the carrier, I guess. Heh. Yeah, it probably is. Oh, what am I doing? I need to be below 8. Lots of missiles. It's probably as simple as just like putting the frame rate at like 25 or something. Or 20. I don't know. That's probably what they actually expected the game to run at or something like that. No. I think it has really good shields. There's like a... I forget what the button is to like get like the picture-in-picture view of the actual thing you're targeting, because that would help, because I can't really tell. Where I am in reference to it, like what side of it I'm on, basically. About this. And so you can just like keep shooting forever in software mode, by the way, like this. From what I can tell. Which I don't think is intentional. The game does have that overheat mechanic. So, oh god, I want to crash into him. This doesn't seem intentional, the way I'm like barely doing any damage to it. I don't know. It's kind of like outpacing my damage. Huh. Rapid fireworks best at less than 5k. Oh. Come on. Alright, here we go. Now we're doing some actual damage. Oh, what? All of a sudden, fighters, they had more. This is bad. I have like basically lost control here. Yeah, there I go. Well, that's unfortunate. But I should be able to get this. Soul's like confirmed.
Okay. Undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start. You should fly on to the second waypoint marked Exercise End. Making your life harder are a number of hunter-seeker mines. You'll be marked down for any hits on your hull. You must destroy all mines and pass through the ring to complete the exercise.
Duck and roll.
Back to school. What a waste of time. If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk, they might have an idea what we're up against.
Exercise started.
Did I like press a button to get rid of the HUD? That's a problem.
All mines destroyed.
Yeah. I don't see the HUD. Like, you know, there's like the, you know, dashboard and everything, but all the sort of
Exercise complete. Return to the ring station
target
and
boxes and stuff are gone. And I don't know why. Definitely fire at range for best damage. Did I press something? Or is it just a bug because of the frame rate? It might just be a bug because of the frame rate. I'm sure it's running at like 1,000 FPS.
please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic. Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's no fuel transport. That is a fighter carrier.
Well, here's the problem. I don't know where they are exactly. Supposedly there's a fighter that's like 60 kilometers from me. I don't know where they are though. H? No, that's not doing it. Oh, okay, never mind. We got it back. That was weird. I don't know why there was like a delay there. Well, unfortunately, we are kind of dead in the water here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, key press is probably borked for on frame rate. You know what? Why don't we try glide version at 25 FPS? That should be doable. We're gonna troubleshoot live on air. We may need to perform emergency surgery in the studio. Let's try 25. Which means we should be able to do game capture. Alright. Bear with me here for a second. Alright. Let's try 25 FPS. Yeah, literal troubleshooting.
Okay, undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start. You should fly on to the second waypoint marked Exercise End.
Oh yeah, definitely feeling that lower FPS. You know, for all of its other faults, that, you know, super high FPS was smooth. Yeah, some in-flight repairs.
Back to school. What a waste of time. If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk, they might have an idea what we're up against.
supplies started.
Okay, this actually does seem to be working better. That might have been it. I think we cracked it. Yeah, look at that. Way more damage.
All mines destroyed.
Yes, Clay is this computer guy that is smoking a cigar. He's like it's like a brain upload from a dead guy.
Station and dock.
Alright. Head to cigar processing unit. Yep. Glorious 25 FPS. Yeah, if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do.
Okay, Dreadnought. You can return to Salt
So
Lake
yeah, it's,
Bay.
you know, he imagines himself
Please wait at the
smoking the cigar.
We have incoming freighter traffic. Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the...
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that's you. Fire here.
Oh, they damaged us. Okay, we do seem to be actually able to damage the fighters, so that's nice. We can actually do this mission the way it was meant to be done, I think. Yeah, we're just missing that guy. All right. Nat F1. Guess we should head to the station to prevent it from getting blown up. Long-range missiles in this game. Or they never like tell you what the okay, for some reason. There we go. They don't seem to work too well against these fighters, first of all, but also because I think the fighters could outrun them or something. But they don't tell you what the range is. I mean, it's probably in the manual somewhere, but like, why is it not? Why is it not in that doc thing? They make a big deal about, you know, reference the documents or the doc interface, but then the doc doesn't have anything useful in it. I mean, whatever. I'm sure it's in the manual. Alright. Now, let's follow this thing and see if we can actually damage it. Where are you going? You're not going... That's weird. The autopilot was like taking me away from the carrier. Alright, I'm just going to assume these things have a very long range. Defiance has a dedicated long-range firing mode. Okay, I was gonna use autopilot to get close because I way overshot them because they like turned around. How many fighters could they possibly fit on that stupid thing? Guess I'll just switch modes here. I wonder if you're not intended to destroy this, then eventually it, you know, unleashes all of its fighters and that's it. Yeah, because I'm just like not able to damage it. It does seem to be like following a course, and eventually it drops a bunch of fighters. Yeah, look at that. I'm just not doing damage. Alright, do not fly into me, please. F6, Shift R, select missile type normal. No, that's remote. No, the only missiles I have are Seekers. Like if there's another missile type, I don't have it. Backspace, select missile. Yeah, I mean, I fired all my Seekers. I guess I have like the backwards Seeker thing, but yeah. Seekers empty. Yeah. The last time I did this, they did eventually, like, drop a bunch of fighters, so I think maybe you're just not supposed to be able to kill this. Guess on missile to take out engines. There's, like, LDI missiles. It's like I... or LDSI missile. But they're not using LDS. So I don't know if that matters. And I don't think they do damage. Well, what's my objective right now? Destroy carrier vessel. I am supposed to be killing this thing. Well, I shot all the LDI or LDI missiles or whatever. LD inhibitor missiles. Okay, they've successfully repaired all the damage I was able to do with my Seekers. But, okay, so this can't be intentional, right? I should be able to actually do appreciable damage to them, but I just can't. I think I do have like a rear missile tube. So if I were to like turn away from them, but they're kind of moving fast. And I guess if I got ahead of them. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, that's my missiles. Do we need to go further than 25? Do we need to go down to 20? On player history screen, type dark goat, and then left shift and equals. Okay, well, so the problem is, like, if these problems are caused by the dual PBC, then that's basically every mission from this point is going to be like this. So I feel like we need to just fix the root problem. Which might just be that it's supposed to be like 20 FPS. Like even 25 is too much, maybe. Yeah, this just isn't working. So let's try 20. In fact, I think I can do that without exiting the game. $20. Try 20 FPS. Ooh, yeah, I definitely feel it. No, I'm not really doing any more damage. Screen is just black now. I see that. Why do you have to be this way? I'll do desktop capture, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. Did not help. I just can't damage these guys. Yeah, for the screen. Alright, let's try 15. Let's just keep going lower. I mean, it could not possibly be any, like, it's getting unplayable once you get much lower than this, so if this doesn't work, we'll just have to cheat, I guess. Need to carry your subsystems to target. I don't think this game has subsystem targeting. I could be wrong, but I don't think there was anything like that in the quick reference. I appear to actually be doing damage, so if I can get behind him, maybe this is it. Yeah, I am doing more damage, so this might actually be it. But now the problem is they're like weirdly aligned, so I can't get like... You can now start to see the individual frames. Press T when close. No, that just targets like what your... what's in your... Well, okay, maybe you're saying like get up to like their engines and press T. Oh. Thruster. Okay. Okay. Maybe you're onto something here. That works. Yeah. Oh my god, really? Oh no, my weapons officer's drunk. Yeah, you won't shoot him. Well, that's it. There I go. Unfortunately, my weapons officer chose the wrong time to start drinking. Alright, we're gonna... Let's see if, you know, doing this at 15 FPS from the start is the trick. No, we are not going below 15. That's my hard limit.
Okay, undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start. You should fly on to the second...
I don't know if I believe in me, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it the old college try.
You'll be marked down for any hits on your hull.
I played Ocarina of Time at 15 FPS, so why shouldn't I be able to do this?
What a waste of time. If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk.
Exercise started.
Okay. Weapons seem to work pretty well.
Exercise complete.
Alright.
Return to the range station and dock.
And if this doesn't work, then I don't know. I guess we'll have to cheat. It would be nice to know what the actual expected frame rate is.
Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic. Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel transporter coming through the point.
I know I'm stating the obvious here, but that...
Oh. Fortunately, I took damage. I can't really turn very well. Okay, well, that doesn't really count as a... Like, I'm gonna fail here, but that doesn't really count as a try. Just got horribly unlucky. Press F for firing rate. Well, no, see, that's like for switching between like the auto aim and the sort of rapid fire mode. The rapid fire mode is not useful against fighters. Like there's no way I'm gonna be hitting those fighters with the rapid fire mode. Like, as long as everything's actually working properly, I should be able to,
Okay. Undock from the range station and proceed to the Ganymede waypoint marked Exercise Start.
like, I should be able to kill them fairly quickly with the auto fire, you know. Oh, single versus duel? I see.
Hunter-seeker mines. You'll be marked down.
Oh, okay. So,
You must destroy all mines and pass through the
I could just
range.
turn off the dual fire since it doesn't work right.
Back to school. What a waste of time. If they were out here fighting instead of sitting behind a desk.
The same engine used in Privateer 2.
Exercise started.
Normal versus dual. Although, presumably at this frame rate, the dual fire should be working properly now. So we should be able to, you know, reap the benefits of dual fire.
All mines destroyed.
And yeah, the 15 FPS is rough, but I am able to kill stuff pretty quickly. Yeah. So like, if I can get the dual, you know, PBCs working, I would like to use them. Although I guess at some point it becomes like, but at what cost?
Okay, Dreadnought. You can return to Salt Lake Base. Please wait at the Lagrange point. We have incoming freighter traffic. Dreadnought, hold position for a second. There's a fuel
I guess I should not be
transporter
too
coming through the
close to them when all the fighters
I
start
know
coming
I'm
out.
stating the obvious here, but that's no fuel transporter. That is a fighter carrier.
Come on, camera. Please actually point somewhere useful. Alright. Yeah, everybody knows about the Teletubbies game. Doesn't the Star Lancer also run on B-Render? So, you know, basically every Warthog game. Why is that thing so far away? I don't know what these fighters are doing. But, we'll track them down, I guess. let's see. F for normal or ripple? Oh, I see. Oh, ripple's like another weird thing. Huh. The Wrathy Saga all over again. I mean, yeah, kinda. It's riddled with bugs. Like this, you know, glide version, this is like technically a separate version of the game from the software. Not that the software version was like running particularly well either, but you know, it has its own unique issues. Yeah, Ripple is a weird thing where it like targets a bunch of things all around you. Is it attacking the station? I don't know why it like flew so far away and then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna go back to the station. Alright, I need to like slow down. Yeah, they are attacking the station. The Ripple is not switching off the dual PVCs. Instead, it's like a weird mode where it attacks all around you, which could be interesting when you're surrounded by fighters. Yeah, rapid fire, you need to target manually. But let's see if I can actually damage this guy. Where are you going? I tell it to autopilot and it like goes away from the carrier. I guess I'll just do it manually. F9 to speed match after closing in. Alright. Starlancer has a custom game land engine. Oh, I guess it's, you know, what they developed, you know, after Privateer 2. The game just has a lot of Privateer 2 isms. Okay, yeah, I was like going way too fast. But I should be able to loop around back, follow him. What if I autopilot now? Yeah, just get to a good distance and then F9, I guess. Let's get to like, there. Okay, I am actually doing damage, so yeah, 15 FPS it is. Alright, we're getting them. Oh god. See, now I could use the ripple mode. I don't know if that's actually helping at all. I'm just gonna use the normal mode. Come on, why can't you hit him? why it's so hard to hit this guy. Black Widow F8. Who the hell knows? Yeah, Ripple seems questionable. But like, yeah, who knows with this game? I don't know if this is like the intentional kind of thing. I don't know if... I have no idea if like the damage I'm doing is like what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, yeah, that guy died way faster. I don't know why. Maybe I was overheating. Maybe it'd be nice if like there was some way to tell, like some kind of overheat bar. I don't know, maybe there's a way to see that. Like maybe I'm like overheating over time and I have to like wait a long time before shooting. Alright, back to this guy. It's repaired most of the damage we did. Let's try missiles on the way. Alright, we are getting them down. There's no way it's supposed to be this hard to kill a fuel tanker, right? Alright, we did it.
So now the Indies had fighters too. The puzzle was, where were they coming from? Up till now, they've never built so much as one service pod. They just modified commercial vessels and stole military ships. The odds were getting even.
Alright, well, it's 7:50, so we're not going to have enough time to do another... Well, you know what, we'll do one attempt on another mission. Because, you know, some of them are short, and then if we go over, then whatever. It's fine. It's like, I don't know, even at 15 FPS, surely it was not supposed to be that hard to kill a tanker.
You will recall the incident where you intercepted Indie saboteurs tampering with the environmental adjustment drone in Earth's orbit. There is a possibility that the Indies are trying the same thing again. What you see on screen is an environmental adjustment drone, a 2-kilometer-long automated manufacture robot, the key device in the terraforming of barren worlds into places human beings can live. These automated factories can churn out mechanical drones and biological seeding materials. Here we see the one working on Mars. The biobomber, as we call it, can transform a desert world into a living planet.
Why would you call it
in a
that?
matter of generations. Or for that matter, help to keep alive a planet bent on self-destruction.
Like you can call it the biobomber if you really want to, but should you?
Similar drones are at the moment acting on Venus, Sigma Draconis 3, and Earth.
Are the
The
Indies
terraforming
gonna
mission on
use
Mars has
one
just
of these
reported
to
in
make the
say that
Earth
they have lost contact with their terraforming
uninhabitable?
drone. This might be a routine software error, or it might be something more sinister. Your mission is to investigate the drone and see if you can find out what has happened to it.
Rendezvous with EA drone at EAD waypoint. Alright.
We're at Mars L4. We have a waypoint laid in at the coordinates of the biobomber called EAD location.
I wonder if I could, like, claim a couple extra FPS, like go to, you know, 16 or 18.
Sir, there's something not quite right with the drone. It isn't responding to our ping. Either it's damaged or it's been tampered with.
Gee, you don't think the Indies mess with the drone, do you? That sure would be crazy. Totally different from every other mission in this game.
It doesn't look like biological feeding materials. Hey, these are fighters.
They reprogrammed the drone to manufacture fighting ships.
The drone manufactures weird. It's like a
Another wave of fighters.
von Neumann machine or something.
It's launching another wave.
Uh-oh. Not really ready for another wave.
It's launching another wave.
I can't target it. So I don't know where it is.
It's launching another wave.
Oh. I thought that was like a self-replicating, you know, nano machine, but I guess got my sci-fi concepts, or, you know, whatever, computing concepts confused.
Launching another wave.
I'm getting overwhelmed here. How the hell does this thing have enough raw material to make all of these? Like, all right, there it is.
Launching another wave.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just like behind. Like I haven't been killing them fast enough, so I'm gonna lose. Just get overwhelmed. But yeah, okay. So that was our attempt. But yeah, disable the CPU. We'll do that next time. Unfortunately, we spent way too much time on this session troubleshooting, but hopefully we shouldn't need to do any more of that. But yeah, tune in tomorrow, same time, 5 Pacific time on Sunday for the 10,000 subscriber extravaganza where I try out Elite Dangerous. But yeah, thanks for watching. And we will continue this next week on Saturday. My suffering is your entertainment. And yeah, see you tomorrow, hopefully. Good night.